Me.
Me. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Girls Like Nerds. I'm with my unofficial co-host, Drew Daly.
That's me.
What's up? We actually went to see Fantastic Four.
Not together, but at the same time.
At the same time. Same damn time. Yeah, we actually saw the movie solo together.
Right.
That makes sense.
One down in San Diego, one in Orange County.
Yes. And of course we had to get on and do a quick little recap episode for you. So I say we delve right into it. I think it was really fun last time when we did the Superman recap.
Oh, yeah.
On the count of three, we decide we give it a rating.
Yep.
1 being terrible, 10 being really, really good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. What do you guys think about it? Because I didn't think about that.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh, wow, that's fast. Okay, I'm ready. On the count of three. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
7 out of 10.
7.5.
Oh,
Hey,
closer on that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. I think it was a good step back in the right direction for Marvel. They fixed a lot of things. It wasn't like overly actiony with no character development. They actually spent time developing the characters in this one with some action involved. I actually almost wanted more action. They showed a bunch of like little clips in the exposition, like the beginning part and stuff.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
But yeah, I thought it was a good return to form overall.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just talk through like some of the key points that are our favorite points throughout the film. I think at the beginning, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about like the time era like outfits they were going with. It's very like Jetsons, but I loved it. It was such a vibe. I loved the styling. I loved the outfits. Like I loved the hair and the makeup. It was like so glamorous and cool and like really well fitted, like really well thought out. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job with it, and it's kind of funny interesting how it was simultaneously muted and colorful. Like the blues really stood out.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of like blue and white. I loved it, and it's very inventive how like, oh, we've got all this amazing technology, but it's also futuristic, like advanced. You know, it's got this robot that can do everything for you, and it runs off of a freaking tape. You know?
It was really cool. They had like records, but they were like actual massive records that you listen to music on, but they're actually taking down like crazy, really like high tech information. I really liked the cast. I didn't really like the cast when I was looking at the trailers. Obviously, I love Pedro Pascal because that's our boo. We love him. I will watch anything that he's in just because he's in it.
But that's good because he's in everything.
I know. Now I don't know how he has the time.
Yeah, I think he actually
has
like
life?
4 movies out right now. Yeah.
Remember one time, wasn't he on The Last of Us and Mandalorian like at the same time? I'm like, this guy, there's not enough hours in the day. Like, what a busy man. I love this. And he looks fantastic. I'm like, well, how old is he? He's looking so good. So I really liked him. Yeah, I was a little iffy about the cast, but honestly, once I started watching the movie, like, they really played really well with each other, I think. And then it just blended together so nicely. Like, it's unfair to compare to, like, the Jessica Alba movies of Fantastic Four, which was, like, my jam. Because everybody was so hot. Like, everybody looked so good. Like, the outfits were insane. Like, the action scenes were really cool. So it's unfair to compare to that, but I thought they did a really good job kind of making it its own movie. Yeah,
they definitely switched up the vibe. Like that era of our Fantastic Four was very like campy almost, and you kind of don't take their powers very seriously because they use them to like dance. But this one, yeah, the cast vibed very well. The guy who plays Johnny Storm from Stranger Things, like he's a little bit of an unknown, but I thought he was actually really good.
He's such a good actor, and it's so funny you said Stranger Things because that's what it is. I did not put that together at all.
Yeah, he was from the last
Stranger
one.
Things. Damn. Okay, right. That was the same guy. Okay.
But I thought he was great. So when they were going through all the character development, which was good, and they had moments throughout the movie of each character interacting with a different one, which I thought was great because it showed the dynamic of the team and how they're like family.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say
and
that.
work well together, and each one brings like their own strength and stuff. And then I like how they make Johnny was like not an idiot, he translated that whole message, and that was like a key part of everything. So
Yeah,
everybody's contributing.
Oh, exactly. I really liked how they played. It felt very family. It felt
Mhm.
there was some funny, fun, like quirky moments. There's very serious moments. I think they all played really well with each other. In the beginning, Sue Storm finds out that she's pregnant, and it's kind of a really interesting start to the story. You don't know where it's going to lead, and it ends up kind of being the core point of the story later down the road. And I guess we're always doing spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
Apologies.
We'll put that at the
happening.
beginning.
Yes. Spoilers.
Right.
Yeah, so she finds out she's pregnant, but then the Silver Surfer kind of comes in almost immediately in the beginning of the movie. I wasn't
Yeah, a
expecting
little
that.
bit sooner than I thought, but also made sense where they introduce it, and it was an awesome entrance. I got to be honest, with her coming down.
It was so cool. Honestly, in the trailers, like, it just didn't do it justice, because when she came down and gave Earth a message that their planet was about to be destroyed, I kind of like loved when she was like, so use this time to love each other, say the things you've never said that you want to say, embrace, have fun, throw a party, like, because you're all about to die pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, like,
Which
this
is
is your last hurrah.
It's really funny too, because that's like a caring message, but it's also, she makes it sound so ominous, as in like, you're guaranteed to die, so make it count.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of love that.
Yeah.
I was like, we kind of need that.
And apparently that was the first scene that she filmed
Really?
in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
like
really
she's
good.
up there on this crane, giving this whole epic message, and it's like one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, I forget the actress. She was in
Ozark?
Ozark. I didn't watch Ozark.
I didn't either.
I watched Inventing Anna. Did you watch that?
Nope.
You would love this show. What? You gotta watch. Anyway, so she's the blonde. Well, anyway, she's blonde in Ozark, right?
Yeah.
But same actress, but she's so
Yeah.
good. Oh my god, she did such
She
a
was
great job.
great.
Yeah, and then I think Johnny, and they said her name in the movie. It was like Halal Ball.
Shala Ball.
Shala Ball.
Yeah.
I was close to Halal once.
Yeah. Said it a bunch of times in that one part. Yeah.
Yes, so her and Johnny have like this like weird like intimate little flirtatious connection like right off
Sexy
the bat.
alien.
He's like this
He's like,
sexy
"Sexy
naked
alien."
alien. He's like, I probably wasn't naked, but okay. So it was interesting to see their dynamic kind of throughout the movie, and like how they kind of start developing feelings for each other throughout the film. That was kind of cool. Yeah, so then they end up going to outer space in the spaceship that I guess they've been working on for a long time that hasn't been used yet. Love that. This is the time that they started this. Like, yeah, I think we should test the spaceship out.
Well, I think that's the one they don't really specify, but
Oh, that's the
I
one they
assume
did in
that's
the
the one they
beginning?
went
Okay.
up in the first time. But then, because of what happened, Mr. Fantastic is like scared to go back up. He's scared to make the new suits and all that stuff because he's like, I screwed up the first time. I don't want to screw up again. But then, of course,
Yeah, so
he
they have
has
to go
to.
into space, yeah, and they have to go meet up with. They have to go find Galactus and see if they can talk to. I'm just assuming it's a he. I don't know. It just sounds like
It
a
is a
man's,
he.
a man's name.
Yeah.
They, them, I don't know. whatever
Well, no,
whatever he
it is
identifies as.
his backstory is he's from like 6 or 7
Oh,
universes ago.
Okay, yeah.
So like the universe starts and ends and stuff. He's been around this whole time, and
Okay.
so he was a normal person that was chosen to survive and then start eating
What would I do
worlds and
without
all this other stuff.
my
yeah.
nerdy friend here to know all these nerdy things? I
That's
didn't
me.
know that. Yeah, so then they end up spaceship. They
Mhm.
find Galactus.
Which I thought Galactus looked amazing.
I thought they did
Like,
such a great
such a
job.
good
How
design.
how they see it, it's literally
Mhm.
eating a planet. I mean, it destroyed that planet within like minutes. So it was like very scary for them to see, and how much that planet was actually bigger. And they saw Galactus destroy it in
Mhm.
moments. So they get a chance to actually like talk to the guy,
Yeah.
and try and reason with the guy.
It gives them the gravity of like, oh crap, he literally will destroy the planet. There is no like, some of us will survive, that kind of thing.
like no, everything's destroyed.
They're
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
very
oh,
scary.
okay, so it's legit, like he's eating it.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
So then we get to see Silver Surfer again, and she is like, y'all shouldn't have come, but okay, if you want to talk to him, you can talk to him.
Mhm.
And he's just, I mean, he's a giant. He's a god. He's like, it was really fast. I didn't know what to expect.
Mhm.
It was almost like a big machine that he was a part of.
Yeah.
And it's just this massive creature with these really cool, like, moving parts all around him and, like, glowing eyes. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool design because it's like, how do you take something like that eats planets and make it comprehensible to us? And it's
Mhm.
like basically he's in like a ship, that eats the planet, melts it into like lava or whatever, and then it kind of injects into him. And you're like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was really cool.
But then that's when we get in, like, not introduced, but then we find out what the whole plot of the movie is going to be. Is he sees the baby and he's like, your baby has cosmic energy.
So this baby can actually take my place.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been around for billions of years.
That.
I don't want to be here anymore. I can finally rest. So I'm going to need your baby.
Yeah.
She's been pregnant. She hasn't even given birth yet. He's like, yeah, I need that baby. And then I'll spare your planet.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, hell no. Then I was also like, you know, you can have another baby.
Just one baby.
Like, just one baby. Like,
yeah.
The baby's going to grow up and be an asshole to you anyway and start cussing you out one day and be like, I gave up Earth for you. Like, how far are we going to take this?
I mean, if it was a dog, then hell no. But a baby, you're like, one baby.
I literally was like, you guys can have another baby. But, okay, she's just like, hell no. But the stress of that induces her labor. So then they have to race back to the ship. Johnny and Silver Surfer are fighting. It's this whole thing. They finally make it back onto the ship. And she has to give birth on the ship while they're trying to escape the Silver Surfer from attacking them. It was, honestly, that whole scene, like, in, like, zero gravity, while she can't, like, fully push to give birth to the baby, and the ship is breaking down, and all these crazy, everybody's interacting with each other. It was really, really cool how they pieced all that together.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It was a really cool scene.
And it also, I thought part of that scene, part of what was great about that scene is it shows that Mr. Fantastic is really like an incredible genius because he's helping his wife give birth. He's telling the Thing what to do, like, to escape the Silver Surfer while Johnny's, firing lasers at it and all that stuff. And telling him, coming up with a plan, like, come out of light space near this black hole. It's going to suck her up a little bit. And then we'll be able to get away. And he's doing all of that while helping his wife give a baby. So,
give a baby. Give a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a very cool scene. And then they finally make it back to Earth. I love that they were talking about, after a month long. It took them a month. They were gone for a month in space before they made it back. It looks like they were gone for a day. I was like, wow, they were gone for a long time. And then they're like, everyone's so happy to see them. They have a little press conference. And they're like, tell us, so how'd you feed Galactus? Like, how was that?
They're like, well, we haven't yet.
They're like, about that.
Because he wanted our baby to spare our planet, and we said no, and everybody's like, wait, what the hell? They're like,
like, you didn't give them your baby, and it's like, just to be clear, if you gave them the baby, we'd all survive? She's like, yeah. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Right.
And I love that. Honestly, I thought the crowd was going to lose their minds and, like, start attacking them. But I think because they're such beloved but also powerful people, that they're like, yeah, we're not going to.
Yeah, not at first anyways.
Yeah.
So then they're working on a plan to fight off Galactus when he gets there. And in that time, people of Earth start to, like, panic, and they're like, all right, we're just going to take your baby. And
it's very end of the world apocalypse
yeah.
kind of energy that starts to happen. Like, it's just chaos in the streets while they're in their, Fantastic Four tower.
Yeah.
Not really sure what to do, honestly.
Raising a baby and then also trying to figure out how to save the world.
Yeah,
and then
really
the part with Sue walking outside with the baby in the crowd to have this moment of, it's like her speech, a come together speech, and it's all about family. It was so much family, I thought Vin Diesel was going to be there.
Oh my God, stop it. She said family so many times. I was like, is this a Fast and Furious film?
This is our family. We're all family, and, like, we're not going to let you. She's like,
I was like, is Jason Momoa back there?
Yeah,
What's going on?
It was a cool line where she's like, I'm not going to sacrifice my baby for the world. She's like, but I'm also not going to sacrifice the world for my baby. And you're just like, yeah, but if you had to choose one.
Right. And at that point, I was like, that's really sweet of her. And honestly, like, everyone's faces are like, oh, that's so nice. I'm such a girl. I was looking at her outfit. I was like, damn. She had this, like, electric blue leather coat on. It was fire. I was like, where can I talk to the stylist for a second? I need some of these clothes. They, like, did her hair. I was like, oh, she's looking so good. Anyway.
As a mom, she always looked pristine, by the way.
Really?
And she dropped that baby weight pretty fast.
Pretty quickly. I was like, it only took a month, and she, like, barely. I don't know if you really noticed in some of the scenes, it looked like she still had a little bit of a belly. I don't know.
Well, she's pregnant in real life.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if she was pregnant, like, during the movie or whatever.
I think some of the scenes it looked like she was definitely pregnant, how they dressed her and yada yada. But I thought that was really cool. She looked great, and then she had a little speech. It's all the family, Fast and Furious family speech.
Right.
And then that's when Mr. Fantastic comes up with a plan.
Yeah. We're going to move Earth.
Yeah, because that's what she was like. She was in the speech. She's like, my mother always said I would move heaven and earth for you. And then he was like, oh my God, Eureka.
Yeah.
figured it out.
It's so simple. We'll just teleport Earth to another part of space.
I was like, I'm sorry?
Right.
Like, there has to be a moon and a sun. Like, it has to be so exact in order for Earth to survive, even if it actually makes it to this teleportation place. It was really something fascinating. And everybody was just like, 2%. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's kind of an interesting thing that they established in the movie that all of the world's governments have gotten rid of their armed forces and everybody just lives in peace. And I'm like, okay. But they just tell everybody, they're like, hey, everybody drop what you're doing, help us build this crap all over the world so that we can teleport the Earth to, like, it doesn't really say where, he just says like another part of the universe within 2% of the livable space and all this other stuff.
Yeah, they have to build all these like towers. I mean, I'm talking, it must be like hundreds of towers probably, I don't know.
Within
of
like
towers.
2 weeks, less than 3 weeks, something like that. I'm like, we can't even repave a road in less than 3 weeks.
I mean, my goodness, seriously. Like,
so,
they're still working on building this one building up the street. They've been doing it for years. We don't even have a subway. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. But they managed to, everybody literally just like, whatever they did was to build the, I guess, towers. I don't know what you call them.
I don't know. Towers is fine.
These teleportation towers. So everybody chipped in. It was like a literally worldwide. Everybody helped everybody to save the planet. It was actually cool how they were talking about it, how they did like these little compilation videos around the world of everybody, like little kids just like hammer nailing things.
What was it that one of the characters said it like, if you do something good, now you can do it for this. Like now you can do it for the world. And it was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So then.
All the while, Galactus is getting closer. Like he's in our solar system. He's passing Jupiter, and then he's passing Mars. And so the people were like, okay, we're running out of time.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool that they kind of like jumped over that experience, like it happened really fast. And then all of a sudden we have all these teleportation towers just in the nick of time, right as he's about to enter Earth's atmosphere, and right as we're about to actually teleport Earth to who knows where. Who shows up? Bitch ass Silver Surfer. Shalabal.
Naked sexy alien.
Sexy naked alien. She destroys, I'm talking in like what looked like seconds, she destroyed damn near all of the teleportation towers. Yeah. So now Earth ain't going nowhere.
Well, I mean, she's fast, so nothing for her. And then, so Johnny comes in and stops her right before she destroys the last one. And it's this whole, then he does his thing about the language that he's been studying. So he learns her language and he's speaking to her and he pulls this whole sympathy card of like, I know where you came from, I know what you did.
I thought that was really cool. And even like how you said that earlier, like they didn't make Johnny like an idiot, right? He's actually really smart. You just don't really think that or even notice that because I'm comparing it right to the other Fantastic Four movies. So he gets a message forever ago, and while everybody else is trying to figure out how to teleport the Earth, he's actually figuring out the language, and he really put the pieces together, and he's just like in his room for Lord knows how long. He literally learned her language. It was amazing. He transmits the message all around the world, or all around
just
the city.
Around like New York City. There's like TVs everywhere, and then they're kind of in like Times Square, so it's like a retro futuristic version of Times Square.
Yeah, it was actually really cool. And then while she was about to destroy the last tower, then he ends up having like a really nice heart-to-heart with her, and he talks about how she actually
sacrificed herself for her world. Yeah.
So Galactus came to her planet, and she sacrificed herself to save her planet, but she would be Galactus, like the scout, to find planets that he could eat. And she was just devastated, like just to hear the messages from other worlds begging for their lives while she had Galactus completely destroy them. It was just too much for her, and she freaked out, and then she like flies away in space.
Because even earlier in the movie, when they first meet Galactus, and then they get away from her and all that stuff, she comes back and's like, "I failed you," and he's like, "We need to get that baby," and she's like, "But it's just a baby."
And that's when you start to realize, like, oh,
it instills
there's
that, like, okay, she's got a little bit of a
yeah,
conscience and stuff, and then I like that Johnny Storm was like, you can take me to save the planet, like I'll sacrifice myself, and then she's like, no,
she's like,
and just pieces
I
out.
don't want you.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? No.
And then obviously, then their whole plan is to lure Galactus into the city, and they're going to teleport him to some random part in space and he'll be trapped and stuff. But then it's like,
No,
okay,
I'm like, I actually like that plan more.
I like it
than
better.
moving Earth.
But then they're like, yeah, we have to use the baby as bait.
Because that's the only thing that Galactus actually wants. And it's the
Right.
only thing that would actually force him to leave his ship, land on Earth, and hopefully land inside the teleportation towers. So it was a long shot. It didn't seem like it was gonna work.
Right.
And guess what? It didn't.
Didn't. Because of what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, this dude, so they don't tell you how they're going to save the baby from their bait trap or whatever. But what it is basically is they distract him and switch out the baby. And I'm like, okay, but he can scan stuff. Like, he's not going to fall for like an empty baby carrier
For as
or
smart
whatever.
as they are to come up with these amazing plans, they literally just swapped out the baby carriage with
Yeah.
no baby in it. I'm like, you can even like a fake baby?
Right.
Like,
Like, make a clone.
What?
You
Yeah,
can teleport the
I'm
world.
just saying.
Make a clone
you
baby.
couldn't, like,
Yeah. So yeah,
Anyway,
didn't
so it
work. Didn't work. And then of course it goes into like, then there's a bunch of cool action of how they're stopping him, and you see them use all their powers in different ways, and
That was
very
really cool. Working
the
together, yeah.
Johnny Storm hitting him in the eyes and stuff.
Blind him, and then Mr. Fantastic is like, and stretching, lands on his back, starts to turn the cogs, so the lava's coming out, and he's like starting to fall, and almost got stretched to death. It was really, really crazy. I was like, I remember the theater when Galactus had him, and he was like stretching him, and like his suit's ripping. I think everyone in the theater was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, but he can kind of stretch infinitely, can't he?
Is that?
Like, that's
true?
what I thought,
Oh.
but
Didn't
apparently
know
not, because he didn't look that stretchy. I was like, you could go more than that, man. I was like, you got to work out.
Stop.
You
got to stretch before this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do some stretching, some mobility.
Yeah,
Right.
I know some really good stretches you can
Yeah.
do.
But yeah, then we see Sue Storm, who actually in the comics is like an incredibly powerful superhero.
I'm not sure I
whatever.
fully realized that, right? Because, and again, I hate to like keep comparing, but this is the only Fantastic Four that I know of is the original ones, and they don't really talk about her powers like that, so it doesn't really seem she's that powerful. But in this film, she was really like neck and neck with Galactus.
I mean, she manipulates like light and stuff and energy around everything. So I mean, she could create a force field inside of you and then just and like expand it and kill you.
It was really cool. She was really powerful.
Yeah. So then she that mother's strength, like save my baby,
that. Yeah.
and
When she-
just kind of goes ham on
Yeah.
Galactus to like push him back into the teleporter. And yeah, I thought that was cool, and it shows like how powerful she is, and then
I
Reed
love
is
how
like-
you touched on like the mother thing too, because
Yeah.
I think I was sitting there watching, like I'm not a mother, but I think as like from a woman's point of view, you can really see that.
everything's
Thanks,
dropping.
everything's falling.
That was my fault. I'm
Okay,
not-
I'm just gonna hold that. I want to make sure
There
the
you go.
camera doesn't move too much. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that
There
coming.
Hold on.
But yeah, the mother strength, it was really good.
Yeah,
and,
it was really as a female kind of seeing that you could see that the change in her as an actor and as like a mom, which is really powerful when she sees Galactus with her baby, like something shifts and it's like she channels like the energy that's like the
she's
highest
like all or
thing she's ever
nothing.
done, yeah.
And Reed is like gonna look after her, and she's like, go save the baby, and so he
Like it
does.
clearly looked like she was expelling pretty
Too
much
much power,
every
yeah.
bit of energy she could possibly muster. I think she realized she probably wasn't going to survive
Probably.
the battle with Galactus
Yeah.
to help push him into the teleportation towers.
Yeah, but that whole part was great.
It was really, really cool. Oh yeah, she did such great. I like her. I like her as an actor. She was
I
in
knew-
The Crown. Did you ever watch that show?
No,
I told you to watch this show.
I only know her from Mission Impossible.
Oh no, I know her from The Crown because she plays the Queen's sister. She's really good. She's got like this very like proper English accent. So I liked her American accent.
Cagney accent.
What was
That was perfect. Yeah.
Cagney?
Yeah.
You mean Cockney? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that.
Cagney. Okay.
It's my accent that made it sound weird.
Yeah, no, just like really authentic. I really appreciate that. Thanks. Drew Daly, ladies and gentlemen.
Voice lessons coming soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's in my resume.
Right.
Okay.
Voice actor.
Yeah, anyway. She's a really great actress, and I like her a lot. And I thought she was really great, especially in that one part.
And she was great in this movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we finally get Galactus into the portal.
And it was a bit predictable that he wasn't just gonna go in there like that easily.
Well,
and he
as it
starts
was,
coming
as it
out
was
and-
happening, like we see, and he gets in the portal. We think it's like kind of done. We're like, okay, but the movie's not over, so you know there's got to still be something else going on. So the fucker comes right back out, crawling back out, and then what happens?
Well, and Johnny Storm's gonna like sacrifice himself again, and it's
so
like, are you
cute.
trying to
He's
die, man? Is
He's
that
like, tell baby that Uncle Johnny loves it.
yeah.
And I'm like, wow, he really doesn't want to be here. Like, tell me you want to leave without telling me you want to leave. He's about to go like push him into this last little moment to make sure he does not come out of this damn black hole. And what happens?
Silver Surfer, Shia LaBeouf, sexy
His
naked
little
alien.
sexy naked alien girlfriend comes and saves him. It was like the cutest, sweetest thing. I was
Yeah.
like, oh. And she sacrifices herself to make sure that Galactus gets pushed into the black hole.
Yep.
For good.
Yep. And then it was a cool moment. Everything's gone, and then of course you kind of during part of that sequence you see that Sue Storm like dies.
Yeah, she used
You're kind of like
every
not
bit of
clear.
her
You're like,
energy.
okay, is she just passed out or is she dead? Yeah, she died.
Now I remember, I keep saying this, referencing this movie because I just watched it like last month when I realized we were going to watch Fantastic Four, the new one. But remember in the Silver Surfer movie,
Jessica Alba dies.
yeah, she dies.
Yeah.
And then, but the Silver Surfer comes back and brings her back to
Brings her
life.
back, yep.
So I thought that was going to happen. I was like, that's kind of cool if they're going to do that. She's going to bring her back to life.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Silver Surfer sacrifices herself to get rid of Galactus. So I was like, oh, well, that's not going to happen.
She
Now it's
dead.
going to, she dead. Okay. And then, listen, we're going to, before we get to like the very, very end of this, Drew and I were talking about the CGI baby that they have in this movie.
Yeah, that part was weird.
I don't understand the level of money that, you know, you can have as a production company and still have very obvious AI, CGI characters in a film. It was so aggressive.
It took me out of the movie a couple times because I was like, God, have they never seen a baby move? You know, it's like, I get it. You can motion capture the baby and stuff, and then you just kind of CGI it and stuff. But it
looks like they went to like ChatGPT and like asked for a baby.
Maybe
and
they did.
That was the baby.
AI me a baby with
Literally,
cosmic power.
AI me a baby.
Yeah.
It literally, but a lot of the times it was a real baby. Like when she was actually holding the baby and they're conversating and they're talking, like, okay, that's a real child. But then a lot of the scenes, it was a very obvious AI baby.
Yeah.
And it was just so creepy, like them holding it. It was just so weird.
Yeah. But despite that part where the baby's crying, because he's like, my mom's dead, I need my mom, and the cry that they used was really good. And then of course you know what's gonna happen. The baby.
Yeah. So the baby lays down on Sue,
brings her
on
back
her
to
chest,
life.
and then he kind of stops crying immediately. And then now we all know what's gonna happen. You know that he's gonna bring his mother back to life, and she comes back to life. Like, you know, that classic, like, like breathing life.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm alive.
Like adrenaline pumping through her veins.
Who pissed my pants while I was gone? You know, because that's what dead bodies do. Your bladder voids, and nobody ever talks about that. You're welcome.
The things he must be thinking. the stuff that goes through his mind. Okay. Who pissed my pants while I was
Like
gone?
she gets up and she's like, oh gosh damn
She's
it.
like, oh damn, I knew I should have gone to the bathroom before we did this. This suit is so difficult to take off.
Yeah.
So he brings his mother back to life. They don't really talk too much about how or why or
It's just
yada
cosmic
yada.
energy, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Good.
then so thank goodness she is alive.
And then, basically, credits start. You know, everybody's cool. Credits start, and then a little bit midway credit scene. 4 years later, because it's always 4 with the Fantastic Four.
Always wait, and it sucks that like Marvel has just done this to us now, but we always wait.
I know.
Once the movie's
Dude,
over.
in my
for the
theater,
end credits.
not one person moved when the credits started.
In
'cause
my
we all
theater,
just know.
half of everybody was gone. I was like, you
Amateurs. Amateurs, man.
But because it was San Diego, I think it's Comic-Con, you could tell the actual nerds. Like when I got up and left the theater later, I was like, you're a nerd, you're a nerd, you're a nerd. They stayed
the real ones.
Till the lights came on, they stayed,
Yeah. But, mid-credit scene, you're reading to Franklin, goes to get a book, comes back. And who else but Tony Stark? I mean, Dr. Doom.
The Iron Man,
Yeah, Dr. Doom, sitting there with the baby, touching his face, like, probably healing his injuries, but you never know.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
oh,
could be.
interesting.
But cool note is that scene was actually filmed by the Russo brothers, so it's probably going to be a scene in Doomsday.
Right. So they did say that Fantastic Four is going to be in Doomsday film.
A big part of it. So now there's all the speculation of like, is he from their universe? Is he traveling through multiple universes? All this stuff. But it was a cool scene. I kind of wish we would have seen like a little bit of his face, just been like where he turns, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
they'd used all their CGI money on the baby, so they couldn't afford to put Tony Stark's face. I mean Doomsday's face.
Yeah.
In the film.
Robert Downey Jr.'s face. Yeah.
We love Robert Downey Jr. I love him. He's
But
great.
yeah, so overall, I enjoyed the movie. Music was good, acting was good. The CGI was good, except for the baby and like a couple of things with the thing.
A couple of the thing.
Yeah.
Rocks. Like some of it looked a little sus.
Yeah.
And the baby just looked really terrible.
But outside of that, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good, between like the Thunderbolts / New Avengers and this, Marvel might be back on the right track.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. I feel like we were talking about that earlier, and how I think because they did such a great job with like when that 10 years of whatever 10 films that had come out, and everybody was so obsessed with Marvel, and they were making so much money and it was so successful. I feel like they're trying to get back on that train of just focusing on making really good quality stories. Most of them, like Fantastic Four is a good movie, but I think Doomsday is going to be a great movie, right? So you have to have some of the films that are like fine enough to keep you entertained and to continue the story, and then you have some of the really, really great films with the actors that you really like.
And they've talked about it, but I think they're going to stop doing you have to watch everything in order to know what's going on, and now they're just going to make them more independent with like little connections, which is the way it should be.
Which is the way it should be, I agree. So, overall, I really like the film.
Overall,
I'm excited to see.
I liked Superman better, but
I don't know if I liked Superman better.
Such a Slytherin.
We're not going to talk about. Anyway, we're going to talk about my.
She's mad because her husband talks through movies.
What was the film?
Oh,
what was the scene?
Wait,
Drew sent me this clip. I guess that David Cornswet actually can't
not talk through movies at home
while he's watching
with his wife that he married right before he got Superman.
Yeah, so she really loves him. She's letting go through. I was like, that's like one of my biggest peeves when somebody's talking during a film. I can't stand it. Oh my goodness, I hate it so much. Half the time, I'll literally just see a movie by myself. Because then I know no one's going to be talking to me while I'm watching this movie. Yeah. So I don't know if I like Superman more. There was a dog in it, and that's why I do like Superman more. Let's just be real. I think, and again, maybe just because it's like the girl in me, I really like the style in Fantastic Four. I loved a lot of
it's
times,
a great style,
and that kind of era of like that 50s kind of like Marilyn Monroe-y kind of late 50s, early 60s era. They really just styled themselves really well. So it was very glamorous.
Everything had character.
Yeah, everything had character. The hairstyles were really great. The outfits were like colorful enough, really nicely fitted. The makeup looked stunning. Like whoever the hair and makeup on set was like, you guys are killing it. Man. Everybody looked so good. So I think I just enjoyed visually watching that a little bit more. The Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four is one of those films that that's an easy put on in the background kind of movie for me that I could kind of watch and kind of not watch.
Yeah. Superman would be the same for me, but I would end up watching that a little too much. Yeah. Like I would not be able to focus on whatever I'm doing. But overall, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah,
I'll probably watch it again.
Great job, Marvel. I'm excited to see what's coming up next. We're actually at San Diego Comic-Con right now. So I gotta get changed and get ready, and then we're gonna go walk around. If you have an idea.
This is a hint of what we're gonna
Yes,
be.
this is the
She's
universe.
Dressing up as
at
Chewbacca.
Least. Of course. I have to go put the rest of the hair on my face and all that fun stuff. But
yeah. She's been
I
working
work on my
her
meeting
Chewbacca
call.
voice.
We're talking the same thing. Okay. I'm not gonna.
I'm her voice coach.
Excited.
I'm her voice coach, obviously.
Because he's a phenomenal voice actor. So we're going to practice that, get dressed, and then start heading and walking around the convention. So we're going to continue all the nerdy fun, and hopefully we find some more people that watch the movie that we can talk to about. Because it's always fun to especially here, if this is the kind of place that people watch that.
A couple of
opening
nerds
night,
here.
Right? Yeah. There's only one or two nerds out there somewhere. So. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. Thanks, Drew. Appreciate you.
As always.
Thank you all for watching so much. Let us know if and when you see the movie. how'd you like it, what you're excited about coming up in the future for all of the Marvel Universe films. And yeah, let's go have some more nerdy fun, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, bye.